Good afternoon, and welcome once again to the Wanderings of Bill the Apostle. It is August 5th on a Friday. I'm sitting here at Casa de Bill, the Tracy household, just kind of chilling out. I did do a little bit of wandering today, and so I'm going to do some posting. I don't have any real pictures. I will show Casa de Tracy. As you can see, it's a lovely little place. We actually love it here, even though we put it up on the market. As you've heard on some previous posts and a previous video blog. Well, today I decided I was going to do a little bit of different. I wanted to get out of the house and I wanted to do something. So I decided to get up fairly early and head over to Rolla. I wanted to try out Crepe Escape in Rolla. It's a new crepe place. It's only been out for a few months. And I do like a good crepe. I fell in love with them when I was in Japan. Sorry about that. When I was in Ireland studying abroad, they had a little Saturday farmer's market there in Galway. And every Saturday, I'd go down there and walk through the farmer's market. It had all sorts of really cool little things and some knickknacks and stuff like that. And it was just kind of neat. But one of the things that I did fall in love with there is they had a crepe stand. And if you've ever had a savory crepe, a sweet crepe with like cream cheese and other wonderful flavors in it, it's remarkable. I'd never had a crepe before I went there, but I fell in love with them, And so I went to Crepe Escape to try to find a savory crepe, a breakfast crepe, and actually eat that. And I had their eggs with ham and cheese, and it was good. One crepe filled me up completely, and as you can tell, I'm a pretty good sized guy. My appetite's not been as big as it used to be, but it's still a pretty good sized guy. So after that, I went to Goodwill, and I just kind of was running around a little bit, and decided to stop at a garage sale. I actually stopped at the garage sale before I went to the crepe place, and my car didn't want to start back up. The battery was completely drained. Not sure how that happened. I just drove almost 5,000 plus miles on my trip to California and back, and never had a single issue with the car starting. Never had a single issue with the battery. But now that I'm back home, old Scratch, the devil himself, decides to start doing that irritation, trying to pull me back down into depression, that the good Lord's worked very hard to get me out of. He starts throwing these little things at you, just little things, that when they build up, they're irritating. I call them the little irritants in life, and I'm getting to the point where the little irritants just don't bother me anymore. You can move past them. They may take a little bit of effort. They may, like I said, be a little irritation, but you can't let the little irritations in life bring you down. For instance, I get back home, I drove all this way, I had to buy new tires. Had a flat. So we get new tires. Actually we got the new tires right before I left. Get back home, and now I have a slow leak in one of the back tires. Didn't leak once the entire trip I was there, but I have a slow leak now. So I've got to air up my tire every day or two just to make sure that. I'm going to take it in and get a patch on it before too super long. I was going to do that today, but with the battery dying out on me, I decided to come on home. And now the battery's dying. I'm having to jump start it. Thank goodness my mother had bought an Ever Right or something like that jumper set. It's a portable charger, and that's what I've been using. She's been having me keep it in my car just to make sure that I can air up that tire, and thank goodness I had it there to jumpstart the car. Even though when I went to jumpstart it, I found out, hey, it wasn't charged. Go figure. Been sitting in the car for a day, and just didn't have enough to charge. But the nice guy at the garage sale, his wife was hosting the garage sale, and he was home. Good, nice retired gentleman, came out, had a portable charger himself, hooked it up. Within a matter of moments, we had it going. One thing of note, a little bit of interest, and it's a learning experience from this, is a Toyota Prius. You can't you're supposed to be able to jump start it from the front, but my Prius C, 2018 Prius C, the place where they were supposed to have a nice little hookup to jump start it, they got a fuse there instead. It's actually supposed to be in the fuse box, and there's supposed to be a little flip up. You flip it up, and they have a little bitty post there that you can hook up to jump start. Except my car doesn't have it. My car has an extra fuse there. So as far as I could tell, I couldn't find a post in the front to hook to. So I had to figure out where the actual battery was at. Now, the battery in this particular Toyota Prius is underneath the back seat. Easy to get to once you know how to do there. You just got to pop a couple little pop outs, pull off a panel, and there's the battery. Hooking to it was simple. Hooking it up was simple. Within a matter of moments, I had enough juice to get my car started, and once it starts, it'll run. Not have a problem getting home. I had to jump start it just a little bit ago to go back into town. I was going into town just to try to get a little snack for supper. I was feeling like some popcorn chicken. My roommate wanted me to pick him up some chocolate milk along the way, so nice and simple. Had to check my mail anyway, so I was going to do that. But on my way into town, I got surprised. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mark. My friend Mark Schaefer met me on the road. He was coming down to say hi, and he said, "Well, I'll do you one better." And he said, "Since you're going on in," and I was planning on going on in and getting a bite to eat. And he said, "What I wanted to order would be too much for just me. Why don't you come join me for Mexican?" And I did. And he had ordered some type of fajita special. It's one that he had ordered before. It comes out in like a fajita bowl, a big cast iron bowl. Really cool. And there was just more food, meat, vegetables, and sauce and cheese than either one of us could eat, you know. We ate enough to fill both of us up, and he still has a meal that he took home. So he said, "Yeah, I wanted this." He says, "I've been wanting this for a little while, but I won't order it when it's just me." He said, so I ordered it. It's the same cost as any other meal, but it's just too much for one person. So I want to say thank you, Mark. You kind of brightened up that little bit of an irritating day. I also want to say thank you out to Ed for looking out, my buddy Ed Gellert, looking out for me. He's got an opportunity that might be coming up for me. I hope to hear from it within the next few days. It's a job opportunity that will tide me over until we figure out exactly what I'm going to do or where I'm going to go. See if the house sells. It's a local job, so it's not like I have to travel too super far. I may be traveling to some of the surrounding towns, but it's right down my alley, uses my degree, and Ed put in a good word for me, so hopefully I'll be hearing a call from that pretty soon. A little bit of extra income never hurt anybody. But I just wanted to say the main reason for this post today is, guys, you're going to have irritants. Things that are going to be just like, really? I don't need this right now. Realize that sometimes that is just good old scratch, you know, the devil trying to get underneath your skin. And it really seems to happen every time you start making headway. He doesn't like to see us making headway, guys. He just doesn't. He wants to keep us in our trap. He wants to keep us downtrodden. He doesn't want us living our best lives and living for the Lord. When we're living our best lives, we're doing His work. You know, we're doing God's work. I don't care if you even believe in Him. You're still doing God's work if you're living your best life. And the devil doesn't like that. He only wants His people to succeed. The people that are out there following and praising Him. He wants them to succeed. He doesn't want us Christians or even those that don't follow Christ but still do good works. He doesn't want that happening. The good works He doesn't want to see, so He's going to put things in our path. He wants to keep you down. He wants to keep you depressed. He wants to keep you sad. He wants to drain your pocketbooks. You know, any type of a burden that he can put on you, he'll do so. So that, you know, you're either reaching out to the wrong things or you give up on reaching out to the right things. Don't do it, guys. Don't fall into that trap. So today I'm going to sit here. I'm going to finish up this wonderful little thing. I got myself a lottery ticket. Yeah, I do play the lottery. Probably a little more than I should. But scratch off myself a little lottery ticket and just enjoy this evening here at Casa de Tracy. Anybody in the area, if you're bored and don't have anything going on, come on over. My door is always open. Also, Laguna will be meeting on Sunday just like normal. The last two Laguna meetings, it's been me sitting outside on my front porch. If anybody wants to come, please come. They're very informal. I'm not here to preach. I'm here to teach. I'm only going to teach the things that you want to find out. If you're interested in finding out what I think on certain things, on certain topics, you know, what the Lord's led me to believe, come and talk to me. I'll back it up as best I can, and I'll tell you what the Lord's telling me, you know. But other than that, I'm not a preacher, guys. I'm just a teacher. I'm the apostle, you know. I don't take that very lightly. Some people are worried because I call myself an apostle of God, but that's what all who follow Christ's teachings and try to walk with Him and try to lead others to Him, we're all apostles. We just don't claim the name anymore. We haven't claimed the name in a long time. It's time to take it back. And if someone's watching and you're a Christian or you follow a certain denomination and this upsets you for some reason, please get a hold of me. Let's talk. Because it shouldn't be upsetting you for someone to be claiming the name of Christ, claiming an apostleship, because that's what he wants us all to do. He wants us to go and teach the good word, to teach his teachings. Love one another. You know, don't be a dick. That's basically what it boils down to. You're going to hear me say that a lot. But that's basically what it boils down to in a nutshell. Don't be a dick to each other. We're meant to live this life together. God created us in his image. We're social creatures. Be social. Go out there and help your fellow man. You're going to find out every little time that you talk to somebody that you haven't met before, you know, and have a great conversation, you're going to enjoy it. You know, the Spirit moves in ways that you can't even begin to understand. I've got a buddy of mine that the Spirit was moving one day just recently with us, and he just could not believe it. There was no other explanation. We were both just bouncing off the walls, high on the Spirit. Nobody had any type of drugs. Nobody had any type of alcohol. You know, we're just driving along, and it's like, you know what? I feel really good. I feel kind of high. And it's like, well, that's funny because neither one of us are smoking anything or doing anything or touching any type of alcohol or drugs, but we're just bouncing off the walls. Well, that's what being high in the Spirit sometimes. You know, the Spirit can move you, and it can make you happy as a lark. And that's a great, great feeling when that happens, because then you don't have to rely on anybody but the Spirit. You know, try it sometime. You'll like it. Come by. I'll help you get there. All right. I love everybody. This is Bill the Apostle signing off. Till next time, have a wonderful and blessed day.